Yo, what's going on, everybody? Welcome back to another episode of the C.O.B. Podcast. I'm your host, Bills, and then our other host, Gav. How y'all doing today, man?
Was doing good, Billy.
And then we also have a very special guest, best friend, Will. What's going on, bro?
What's up with it, bro? What's going on, brother?
Yeah.
How y'all doing, man?
Pretty good, brother. Nice to meet you, Will.
Nice to meet you too, just.
So this is y'all's first time meeting each other.
Yeah.
Literally like 2 seconds ago.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Just walked in.
Yeah.
For sure.
And then me and Will, we've been going back since high school, 14 years now, 15 years.
Hey,
That time fly, do it.
Just remind me how old we get. Man,
Somebody supposed to have a 14-year-old by now, huh?
I got a whole 15-year-old,
15.
a 14-year-old, and another one about to be 14-year-old. Man, listen, yeah, I'm deep.
Okay.
Man, just,
for sure.
just imagine how many people in the world is friends for 14, 15 years.
Yeah, man.
I think it's a few.
Yeah,
It's a few.
It's probably
Not a
a
lot.
small percentage. You know,
pretty
I'm
rare.
pretty sure. You know what I mean? People just, they don't know how to be friends. I think that's probably what it is. You know what I mean? A lot of people don't know how to,
Right,
click
right,
and
right.
just, allow people to be who they are, and you be who you is, and y'all just get along. You know what I'm saying?
Right,
It's too much
right.
judgment, too much, everything else in the mix of it. So.
Right, facts. So today's topic, man, we got a very interesting topic, I think.
Yeah.
Me and Will been in friends since 14 years now. And we kind of just went on different paths, So I went to the military.
Right.
My bro stayed here in the city, eventually getting locked up and all that stuff.
Right.
In the city, huh?
Yeah. Yeah, man.
Yeah. So we're going to try to dive deep into that. So just to start off, man, where did you grow up at?
So I grew up out here on the south end of Columbus,
Right.
Ohio. Born on a little small street called Stanball, man. Off of, it's not really a lot of people out there. Not really a lot of people know about it. It's a little back end, kind of street or whatever. And,
You was born on the street? I mean, in the
mean,
house?
yeah, I'm telling you, I got from 0 to 3.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? This was it. This was all. You know what I'm saying? And
Right,
they go
right,
all the way
right.
back in my family. My mom, she was born on that street as well. My
Yeah.
Okay.
grandma done lived on that street all her life. It got some history, man.
It's-
Maybe not born exactly, but yeah.
Yeah.
Figure speech.
I wanted-
It's crazy, man, because growing up in Columbus, if you're born in a certain area, that's the area you kind of stay in. You know what I'm saying? I'm
yeah.
from up north,
Me too, North Side.
and I never really went out south until I met you.
Till I-
You know?
yeah.
You know what I'm saying? I mean, I had family out there, but
Right.
other than that,
It really wasn't a reason, you know what I mean?
right. So yeah,
Same as me, man. I really didn't start hanging on the north until and then it was oh yeah, I know where Joyce is and where, you know what I mean?
right. Yeah, man. I remember
Yeah, for sure.
when we used to go out. Man, bro, you used to be so confused on where to go.
Still to this day, GPS is my best friend, man.
Yeah.
I was just gonna say, yeah, I'm North Side with Billy,
Oh,
man.
yeah, you
so
too?
we just meeting each other, Will. Yeah,
Right.
I'm up there on Morris
Morris
161 Carl.
Yeah,
right.
So-
Deep north. Yeah.
Right.
I'm echoing off what he's saying, and I'm not even. My family's from Canton, so I just moved here. I'm a military brat. I moved here 8th grade, but I did notice that east side of town is its own town.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
South side,
Yeah, absolutely,
east side.
man.
Just
Definitely,
like the West Side, nobody.
nobody. That ain't even funny. It's not even funny.
That
No.
West Side different.
Way different, way
Yeah,
different.
like that's we was kids too, man. Still to this
It's
day.
still to this day, man. So how was it you growing up out south and everything?
Man. It was different, man. It had its sparks. Everybody was in the sports. Really all around me all my life. I really gravitated to boxing more than any of them. I played basketball, football, baseball. That's it though. But growing up out south, man, it had its rough patches and it had its sparks. So
Right. What gravitated you towards boxing?
getting in too much trouble in school, man. Too much trouble.
Get the hands right.
Yeah,
in case
man,
stuff.
get them together.
In case stuff goes south.
Had to, man. But getting in too much trouble in school, and at the time, I remember the principal was, it was a time I actually was getting suspended at the time, and she was talking to my mom. She was telling her, like, he got a lot of anger in him. And, boxing will probably be good discipline for him. And at the time, I done played baseball, basketball, and football. So I done tried them, and I knew I didn't like football too much or whatever as far as playing it. But she, suggested that to her. And, I kind of stuck with the idea until she finally took me to a gym. We checked out the gym. They was charging at the time. So she said, nah, we can't go to this one. I'm like, all right, that's cool or whatever. So, I'm still doing my due or whatever. And we ended up coming across another gym that didn't charge. And the coach just told her, everything is fine. Everything is free. The lessons are free. He's under, at the time I was under 13. He was like, you're under 13. I'm going to teach you how to box like your favorite boxer. And I said, okay, let's do it.
Dang.
Yeah. So who was your favorite boxer?
At the time, it was Roy Jones Jr.
He was a dog.
Yeah,
he was a dog.
He was animal, man.
He was
animal. And I wanted to be just like him because I was real arrogant. When I was young, I was super arrogant. I already felt like I could beat everybody in the gym. You know what I mean?
Was you dropping your hands like how he did?
Oh yeah, absolutely, man.
Yeah, I think everybody tried it a couple times.
Got to, you know what I mean?
Just try to bait somebody,
just to see, you know what I mean?
In case you get hit one time, I don't need to drop my
hands. You got to, in which I got humbled in that gym, man.
Yeah.
I got humbled, and it took that for me to realize, okay, I ain't the biggest, baddest smug. You know what I mean? Out here,
and people faster.
Yeah, absolutely, absolutely.
And you got to give them and take them for real.
That's what I wish I would have had somebody push me into boxing or something like that. You know what I'm saying?
The crazy part is it was just me though. Like I had interest in it. You know what I mean? Like once I started it, I'm like, dang, it really was the hunger for competition. I always had an urge for competition. And being able to outwork somebody. At a young age too. So going into the gym, that's how I was looking at it was. I can beat everybody in here, and I'm gonna show everybody I can beat everybody in here.
Right.
And then and that at that time the environment was a lot different, than what the gyms is now. Well, as far as little kids go, because we kind of had like all the adults would be around the gym. You know what I mean, watching the fight, the sparring match go on, and it wasn't 50%, or it was 100% the whole way. You know what I mean?
Right.
I can remember. We weren't even supposed to start sparring until after 30 days of you actually conditioning inside that gym. But I just kept pushing, telling my coach, man, I could beat, man, come on, man, let me spar somebody that started with me then, like,
Right.
So, finally he gave in and was like, all right, get in there with him. He got a week on you. Bad, got in there, tore him up, hit him in, you know what I mean? It wasn't skillful, because I didn't have the skills of a boxer yet, And I'm not gonna say I do, but I trained and I feel pretty confident in what I can do now,
Right. Fact.
At the time, like I said, he didn't either though. So I just happened to get over on him, and then another guy. But then he put me in there with a guy that was experienced.
Humbled you.
Yeah.
He was like, oh, yeah.
The crazy part, he told me his record first. That's his record.
Is the coach telling you this?
Yeah, the coach told me his record. He said, you get in there with him. I said, man, he been boxing. Yeah. He said, was you scared?
Yeah.
Man, this record is 1-16.
Yeah.
1-16. I said,
how old was he?
See, at the time, I want to say he was about 15 or 16. You know what I'm saying? And he had a little size on him, but I heard 1-16 and said, man, give him to me.
Yeah.
Let me see
Wow.
him.
Yeah.
Man, I ain't never witnessed nothing like that.
He really had them hands?
Oh, yeah, he had them, man. He had them, man. Them L's don't mean nothing.
He was 2-16 that day.
Yeah. After that day.
Yeah, after that day.
For sure, man. But yeah, man. Shout out to him, too. I mean, in case he ever do us to hear this.
Oh, yeah,
right.
That's back in the day. Unless y'all trying to throw the gloves on again.
It's different now. I ain't gonna go back. But yeah. He got his deal, man, and he definitely showed me a lot about me, So
right.
Like I said, that was really a good point in my life. I had to, see something about myself, but it didn't discourage me though. It made me want to just, keep going. But other things took me out of that.
Right.
So,
Nah, I feel you, man. I know we met in high school.
Yeah.
What high school did you go to? I know.
Yeah, I started off at Marion Franklin High School, and yeah, man, too much trouble there. Too much trouble. They got me up out of there fast.
It's been like that for a minute too. I
man.
graduated 2005, and it's been the same since I was a kid. Yeah.
See, the crazy part is it's actually it was too much of a fun school.
Yeah.
And the teachers really was fun too, and at that time, and they really wasn't on you, and because of that, we kind of took advantage of it, you know. So, you know,
I think that's how Linden was too.
Yeah,
in
Linden
a
was too.
sense.
I think what made me want to do better there is, you know, we actually had, you know, ambition. You know what I mean? And it took for me to hear the words, you know, after high school for me to actually realize, like, dang, man, it ain't just all about this. You know what I'm saying? So I do need to, you know, kind of get my stuff together to get out of this. And not to mention I also end up having a daughter, you know, in high school. So,
Right.
Okay. You know, that kind of changed my whole perspective.
That explained the 14, 15-year-old.
Exactly.
It's about as old as y'all friendship.
Right. Yeah, no, long time, man.
Long time.
Man, I'm telling you, man, high school, bro, we was crazy, bro. We was wild.
I
but
believe it.
I was like medium.
Yeah, see,
but he was like extreme.
He was turned up.
Bills had an off switch. You know what I mean?
And he was a boxer, so he was trying to fight too.
See, the thing is, when I got to Linden, it was a different environment, though.
Oh, for sure.
So, you know, getting there was like, it wasn't as, it was still hostile, but from me coming from a different part of town,
South
you know,
side.
it never was like hostile in my area. You know, like, it was more so like me just sitting by watching everybody else fight.
They had their own thing going on.
You know what I mean? And I'm just, you know, here, you see what I'm saying? But it was cool. It was a good experience too to be able to witness both North and South like that. So.
You mind if I ask him a question real quick
Go
about?
ahead.
Was there other Southsiders that you kind of formed up with when you was ninth grader?
When I was in the ninth grade?
Or yeah, when you first
I went
recognized people?
I transferred. Well, I got expelled. For one, I got expelled twice. I got expelled the first time they sent me.
Oh, he was active, huh?
Yeah. Too much, man. I was too minor. But yeah, they expelled me the first time, sent me to Linden, told me, you know, all right, you know, we're going to give you, you know, the rest of the school year. You do what you're supposed to do.
Yeah.
Be able to come back to Mount Franklin. So I'm like, okay, bet. So, you know, I didn't want to be up north anyway. I didn't know nobody up north. Like, the hell y'all sending me up north? Like
they did on purpose, get you out your environment.
Completely out. Because South was another option, but they were like, it's going to be the same deal as South. Yeah, so, you know, they sent me up north. So, you know, I'm up here and I'm like, you know, I don't know nobody. I might as well do this work, you know. And at the time, a lot of their females at the time was a lot different.
Girls.
Yeah, man. There was a lot different. I was just
gonna say, because when you go to a different school, it'd be different girls. You'd be like, okay, I could do this.
Right.
Like,
I don't like none of the dudes here, but I could do this.
I'm like, God,
there's some different girls.
Completely different. It's like you moved from out of town.
Yeah, you know, and they like you because you knew.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Like,
and he had braids at the time too.
Exactly.
So
you know, at the time, man. Yeah.
Them braids was killing it.
Would do it. I promise they did in high school. Yeah, get braids. Even now, get braids in high school. It's gonna do it. I promise it.
Right. So moving on after high school, man. So what would you think the plan was for you after high school?
After high school, the plan was, man.
Because we kind of, my bad, I didn't mean to cut you out. Because we kind of like had similar,
interests.
You know what I'm saying.
We kind of we wanted to go the same path. I remember at first we was talking about the fire academy.
Yeah.
But I'm not even sure what took us out of that path. But almost instantly we was looking into the National Guards, you know. And you know, we went down there, and I remember you were super interested, but I'm just looking around like, I don't know about this, man. You know, so, you know, we got to talking about the military, and I'm like, yeah, you know, I think I can do something like that. You know, I'm cut out for something like that.
Yeah. Or
whatever. But one of the main things, man, you had told me was, man, you study for that ASVAB, and I didn't. You know what I'm saying? And you know, that's really what took me out of that path, was having to take it.
Man, it took me like 3 times.
Exactly. And the crazy part is, like, you know, I was you know, looking forward to doing it again, but I also was trying to live in another world at the same time.
Right.
So eventually both of them caught up with me. You know, I wasn't able to make the choice. Choice made it for itself. So.
Right. Yeah, man. I know after high school, for me, I don't know. I really didn't have a plan. I know I went to Central State for like a little bit, and then after that,
I tried a little bit of college. DeVry, which that.
Yeah, I do remember
that was
DeVry.
A waste of time. Yeah,
I do remember
Columbus State, but
Columbus State,
too many girls at that time.
Man, let me tell you, he keeps saying girls, man. Will used to be a monster, bro. Like. Bro, the stories, bro, is like, it's wild, bro. Like,
yeah, listen, man,
it's wild. When I say I had them lined up, like,
I definitely used to do some stuff that, like, you know what I mean. I look back now and be like, that was me.
Right.
Yeah. But he's a changed man now. My bro is married
I'm a married man. You know, I'm a one-woman man. Love my wife to death.
Facts.
You know.
We talking about high school. You
Absolutely,
know, everybody got their past.
Absolutely, man.
Yeah.
High school and some of the years after, you know, I definitely conquered Columbus.
What years was this? You know, like I'll be Billy. I'm kind of old. What years was y'all running through this high school? Linden, right?
Yeah.
What years?
Like what?
Got out 2010.
2010.
Yep, 2010.
Yeah.
Okay, this was 10 to
10 to about
13 when I left.
Yep,
13.
I say
okay.
about 13.
Yeah.
13. For me to about 15 around there, you know, I was tearing the city down, man.
Yeah, that was crazy. We had fun though.
Dude. Yeah.
We had a lot of stories, bro. Like,
oh yeah. Definitely
a lot of stories.
Ain't it crazy how high school can be like a highlight reel now that y'all are outgrown, men and whatnot?
Right.
You know, these wasn't highlight reels when y'all didn't live in it.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
We probably, because I'm a little older, I keep saying it, but I bet I got the same sentiment y'all felt. When you in this school, you like, man, I want to get out of this. Is lame. I don't mess with him. She whack. I like her, but she on him. And man, this school lame, man. I'm ready to go.
Man, that's what we used to do, man. We'd leave, too. We'd leave, go
We'll
get
just
something
walk
to eat.
out.
Yeah.
Because, you know, our high school was right here off of High Street.
Are you right here?
Yeah. We used to walk out, go to Taco Bell. I mean,
Taco Bell.
Swear to God.
man, I remember this funny time,
Straight to
man.
Taco
Like,
Bell. Taco Bell, man.
it was the OGT. We was like about to leave, like about to graduate. Everybody was like tripping about their OGT, right? So, like, I guess if you didn't pass the OGT, you couldn't graduate, but they gave you a certain amount of times to pass it. So my bro was like, I think you had to like take the math over again or something like that.
It was the social studies.
Social studies.
Oh no, not the social studies.
And so I guess he felt like he didn't pass. So we went to Taco Bell. He was like, man, I ain't gonna pass this and that, tearing it up. You know what I'm saying? Yeah.
Man, listen,
Mad as hell. You get back to the school, they called him in the office. Like, oh yeah, you good.
Oh, bless him.
Changed his whole attitude.
Man, listen, cause they told me, I mean, like I said, once I locked down, you know, I locked down. You know what I mean? So I'm doing my work, I'm studying, I'm trying to get these credits back, because I came into the 11th grade with like, I don't know, it was less than double digits, you know. Credits, man.
Same boat.
It was horrible.
Same boat.
And I'm like, you know, now I got to kind of, you know, climb back. So I did all this climbing, took these OGTs, and they told me that I missed this one by a few points. So before they even further explain, I'm like, oh yeah, it's over with.
Yeah.
I'm out this school.
He's like, it's all good. I'm about to go hit a lick on something.
Yeah, like
I'm not coming back.
Yeah, y'all can hold that. You know what I mean? Like, I'm gonna see
Don't
y'all
even
later
tell
on.
me. I know I ain't passing.
Right.
Like,
Swear to God,
yo, listen. No, you passing.
Yeah,
okay.
and that's the crazy part. You know, like I'm talking to Bills. I'm talking to a couple of our other friends, and I'm like, man, you know, F school, man.
You was ready. You was trying to get to the college.
Yeah, I'm out, man. I left, and they called my phone, which is crazy. They called my phone. I answered my phone, and it was one of the teachers. She was like, yeah, come back, you know. We didn't finish, you know, and all this other stuff. And I came back, and they ended up telling me that I failed. No, I didn't pass by 3 points. And I was inside some little whatever grace where you get I think it's like 5 points or whatever.
Oh, they was cool. They curved it.
Yeah, basically.
It curved.
And, I didn't have to retake it.
You
I
good.
just passed. I mean, I passed it, but I didn't pass it.
Yeah, they did 3 points, and then they said, that's a curve. You good.
Exactly.
You wasn't 10 points off.
Exactly. You know,
So
and
they
then,
like,
I accepted that, and I was like, oh, okay, you know.
Yeah, that was funny.
It was about to get real greasy real quick, wasn't it?
Get bad. Man.
Like, I ain't gonna see y'all no more. I'm about to go ahead and
Right.
go and do what I gotta do.
Yeah, that was funny, man. That was funny. But yeah, man. So like, what ultimately deterred you from not joining the military?
It was that. See, when I got humbled in boxing, you know, I guess it was different because it was a physical thing, you know. And when it came to failing at ASVAB, you know, it was kind of like a mental challenge for me. You know, it was like, damn, man, I just, you know, failed. And I know I'm a smart, you know, young man at the time, but I'm, you know, I'm still a little arrogant, you know. But I wasn't used to just, you know, failing a test that I actually tried on.
Right.
Even though I didn't study for it, you know, I actually tried on it. So it kind of pushed me same way the OGT did, which it was like, oh man, forget it then. I'm not doing this then.
Right.
I decided, like, you know what, maybe I should try to give it another chance. But caught my first felony literally maybe a couple months after that. So.
Yeah. So what was your first felony?
First felony was improper handling of a firearm. Actually, it was 2 of them. One got dropped down to a misdemeanor, and they kept the other one as a felony.
Oh, okay.
Misdemeanor, okay.
Not too bad.
Jesus.
And then ultimately, I know you went to jail, prison for a couple of years. What was that one for?
That one was 2 felonious assaults and an aggravated assault. So yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, I
do remember you telling me that story about. Yeah. That's the right one, right?
Which one?
When they came in the house.
Oh yeah. Okay, so yeah.
Yeah.
I didn't mean to laugh because I don't know the story. But
yeah, there's actually 2 of them. So I ended up catching 2 cases.
Yeah.
Or whatever. The first case was actually a case that was on my fiance that I ended up getting involved in, which I didn't have to. I had other options. It's just at the time, only option I had was red. And, that's what I used to believe in. No, that's all I knew, man. All I knew was violence, most of my life. So, that's how I handled the situation. And her and one of my ex-girlfriends was fighting, inside my apartment at the time. And, when I got the call, I dashed back, tore up the house, man. Tore everybody up. But that wasn't supposed to be in my house.
Right. It was in your crib.
Yeah, but it's still it's a right and a wrong way to handle things.
Right.
And,
was that the time you tried to kick the mirror?
Yeah. I definitely, like I said.
But then that brick magically appeared.
Yeah, man. So yeah, like I said, man, it was a mess, man. And then my second case, me and a young gentleman had an issue with each other, and we just decided, violence is the best way to go about it,
Yeah.
But of course it wasn't. But that's what we decided to do at the time, and I just decided to take it a step further before he was, and actually, got into a whole shootout after that. And,
can I speak on behalf of the Army? You'd have been a good soldier.
oh,
yeah, probably, man.
You was ready to get active at a moment's notice.
Yeah. I had an arsenal that was like, what are you waiting on?
Hey,
man?
we needed you. We should have curved your ass, man. To get you in.
God,
I think that's when the Army be missing opportunities when they try to deter people from joining.
Right. Yeah.
They're like, you got a felony, you're too violent.
See, the thing is,
you about to make the people violent.
Right.
The felony might be what you looking for.
Right. But after I caught the felony, it kind of pushed me deeper into the streets, and it was like, if I catch another one, oh well. So I think if I would have had that conversation with maybe a recruiter, then that kind of would have changed my whole outlook. But at the time, I just, after they said, you failed, I'm like, oh, well, shit. I'll let y'all know.
So I want to ask Bills a question. When he was going through this, you was already active?
Yeah, I was already active.
Yeah, so you was hearing about it through Facebook? Or?
Bills was actually in training, I want to say.
For real?
Yeah, when you didn't have your phone at the time.
Oh, yeah.
So he was going through, I want to say, what is it, basic? At the time?
Basic.
Yeah, he was going through basic at the time. So,
yeah.
So, like I said, now after the fact, he learned about it and everything, but
How did that affect you when you kind of was like, I can't wait to go kick it with Wills when I get out of here, and then they like, nah, he ain't around.
So like,
oh, you mean then? Yeah,
when he heard the news when he got out of basic.
So I was in basic, and then, but like, when you actually went away for the period of time or whatever, I think I was in
Kuwait. I
was in Germany.
Germany, yeah.
Right. Yeah, I was in Germany for majority of it. Mm-hmm. And then when I got back to Texas, when I PCS to Texas, went to Kuwait, got home from Kuwait, and then that's when he had finally came home.
Right.
Yeah.
It was almost around the same time. Both was getting out.
One got a duffel bag, one got a laundry bag.
Sure, man.
Yeah, it was crazy, bro. I was like when you first got locked up, I was like, damn, man, I ain't gonna talk to my homie. But I mean, I was tripping about it because I didn't talk to you for like a long time.
Yeah, it was a period.
Yeah, for a long time, and then I think Scrap hit me up or whatever.
Yeah, my brother.
And then he hit me to JPay and all that stuff, and then that's how we communicated for.
Was definitely the way. Yeah, definitely was.
That's how we communicated for like couple years.
Man. I was sending me pictures. Man, send me a picture of the mountain. All right, send me a picture of the sky.
Oh
See the sky.
man, that's what's up.
Yeah. You definitely did help me along that road.
No, for sure.
So,
How long was you locked up?
I was locked up total 5 years, but 4 years and 6 months inside prison.
Oh, okay. Was you in Ohio or?
Yeah, here in Ohio.
In Ohio.
Here in
Okay,
Ohio
okay.
prisons.
Was you in Chile?
Nah, man. Actually, they sent me out for the first part of my bid. Sent me out to Lebanon, which is level 3 security prison.
Ooh,
I know where Lebanon is at.
Yeah,
Me
man.
too.
Yeah.
It's kind of far.
Yeah, it is, man. That's why I was like, man, y'all doing me like this.
Yeah.
So I'll be right on up the road, man.
Yeah.
And then after that, I ended up transferring to Pickaway, which is a level 2, level 1 correctional facility.
you getting closer to the gate, getting out.
Exactly.
Start at
making
3,
that,
2, 1.
That transition.
Right. Okay. I always wanted to ask somebody, man, like, what's like a typical day like
Inside prison.
Yeah.
You'd be surprised, man. You definitely would be surprised. Like, people got all these conceptions about prison, but you know, it's not what a lot of people think, man. My day, like a regular day, like after I actually settled into my bid and accept the fact that I'm a prisoner now, you know, and this is my life for, you know, these amount of years to come. So, which that takes a time, man, because coming from, you know, the streets to prison is like, you know, damn, I can't do this, I can't do that, can't see this, can't use that, you know, and, you know, it's a different world. So, like I said, settling into my bid, let me see, my day will start out maybe about 5:36, probably get up, make me a little bit of oatmeal in my cell, crock pot, make me a little bit of oatmeal, put a little bit of peanut butter in it, do a couple push-ups. At the time that I'm thinking of was Lebanon. I would wait for the doors to pop, I go to work. You know, actually was a plumber at the time.
Yeah.
Hey, that's what's
Man. I was super interested in it too at the time, you know, and also it was a way to get out the cell, you know, because Lebanon, you locked down.
For real.
Definitely
you
locked
really
down.
be in with your thoughts, just sit.
Just you.
You got a celly or you by yourself?
At the time, I got a celly.
Okay, a little
at
roommate.
the time I got a celly, and he was a good guy. You know, me and him actually. That celly, and I got some stories about celly. I got some stories, but that one was actually, you know, me and him actually did my whole bid together. He's actually still incarcerated now.
He's still.
Yeah, man, man. I got a couple guys in there that's still incarcerated that, you know, man, we actually built an actual friendship, brothership, you know.
Right.
Crazy because never, you know, well, one of the guys I actually was around a lot, you know, in the streets, and me and his side actually had beef at one point. You know, and it's crazy because me and him never actually crossed paths. You know, in prison, you know, we both was on the same plumber team and, you know, developed a friendship that we still keep in contact now. You know, and I'm, you know, waiting on him to get out too, man. He on his way home too. So, yeah.
That's what's up. Do you think, how can I say this?
I didn't even answer your question about a typical day. My bad, man.
Oh, well, go ahead. Go ahead.
Yeah, man. Like I said, oatmeal, a couple push-ups, doors pop. I'm going to go do my job. I come back, use the phones to call at the time it was my girlfriend, you know, call her, talk to her for a little bit, come back in, make me something else to eat. You know, if I'm off of work, then I'll probably hit the rec yard, do a little bit of workouts. Or at the time I was playing a lot of basketball. I can't say that, a lot of basketball in prison, which I do not recommend for anybody. Go to prison, don't do it. You know, you'll either lose teeth or have all these scratches all over you. Yeah, man, all types of stuff.
War zone out there.
Nobody calling no fouls.
I mean, you really don't want to. You know what I mean? Like, it's like you looking around and you like, damn, man, I call this. All right, it's like 6 other teams that got next. You about to slow down the game because you know y'all about to argue, and you know what I mean. Like, everybody is right in prison, so you know. On that court, man, it's hostile. It's super hostile, but it's fun though. You know, it's a rough environment.
Was there any coulda, shoulda been hoopers that was there? Like somebody 6'8"?
Oh yeah, absolutely, man. There was this guy from Cincinnati, and
for the Natty.
Yeah, he actually was at Pickaway at the time, and oh my God, man, I'm talking in between the legs, whatever you want. You know what I mean? Whatever you want. Yeah, got it. Really. And he was probably about 6'4".
Oh yeah, he hooper size.
Yeah, hooper, but made a decision, and you know, had to pay the price.
Right. Yeah, it happens, man. So do you regret not going into the military, or or trying to retake the ASVAB?
I regret it, you know, only off of the sense of it was something that I actually was at a good age to have an interest in it.
Right.
I was I was around my, I want to say 18, 19, around that age, and that was actually something I started to more and more grow interest, more and more decide like what this is what I want to do with my life. Also, to link something to it. My grandfather was in the military, and it really wasn't important to me young, but as I grew older and started to accept the fact that the military is something that I could do, it became more of a push to be like, yeah, why not? Let me.
I definitely like. I know us having kids and stuff like that. I definitely gonna push the military on my sons.
Oh, absolutely.
This like not because like, oh, I really want you to serve because I serve, but it's like treat it as a come up. You know what I'm saying? Like
it's a boot camp for life.
Yeah, just treat it as a come up. Like if you don't know what you about to do, go in, do like 3 years, 4 years.
It's kind of like college, in a way. You know what I mean?
Right. It's a replace from college. You know what I'm saying?
Exactly.
But like go in, do 3 years, do like a duty station. Then if you're iffy about what you want to do, go do another one. You know what I'm saying? Right. So that way you just want to get out and you don't have no plan and stuff like that. You know what I'm saying?
That's kind of like you just get to doing anything at that point.
Right. So that way you can develop a plan, and then next thing you know, you be like, well, it's not too bad. I guess I'll stay in. You know what I'm saying? So, but I always try to tell people, not really tell people, but I wish I would have told myself this. Treat it as a come up. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
And then I kind of blew away a lot of opportunities being in the military, like financial wise, you know what I'm saying? Like I didn't treat it as a come up, you know what I'm saying? I just treated it as a regular job that I have to do instead of thinking about financial freedom, the financial my financial future and stuff like that, you know what I'm saying? So I kind of do regret that. You know what I'm saying? I know Jess is over here shaking his head.
I ditto that, mom. Yeah, ditto that, man. Cause so you 18, okay, recruiter come get you, boom. You leave your homies behind, they go do their thing. You kind of envy them, like, y'all got freedom. But then back to your point, you get your first little E1, we got enlisted grade 1, 2, 3, 4. You get that little what? You make it like maybe $2,000 a month? But you get paid bi-weekly, so you might get a little 1,000.
Yeah, you might get like, I think mine was like 800 or something like that.
It ain't no money, but
after 2 weeks,
you just got to thug it out. Though.
Yeah, thug it out. I mean, but you like, okay, you like an E1 or whatever you is. You stay in the barracks. This is like, you're not married. You know what I'm saying? You stay in the barracks. It's a little bit different.
Like prison. We can relate with you. Room inspection, celly, roommate.
Man, I think that's a good connection too because
it is.
It's almost like, I don't know, like what prison is like. You know what I'm saying? But I can kind of see like.
I mean, from some of the stories you gave me, it's super similar, man. Super similar.
Right.
I mean, I guess one of them. Well, both are choices. You can't, take one from the other. But yeah, both of them is choices. But it's definitely similar as far as some of your days is not as far as combat or anything like that. But
right.
Just the structure of it. It's kind of the same.
And this man chose infantry for his first job, so it was really close to prison. He had no girls.
Yeah, no girls.
Yeah, I had girls where I was at, and it still felt like prison.
Oh, and it still did?
I was a truck driver. We had co-ed training. This man goes from Linden to infantry. So while you was doing your time, he was doing time too. For real.
I know definitely.
And they talked to him crazy.
Oh, and they
crazy. Man, what, man?
See, that's what I'm saying. And then CEOs was the same way, man.
Yeah.
See, I tried my best to never have a conversation with them. If I had to talk, it was like, man, can I get a couple of them paper towels? You know what I mean? Like, but I didn't try to talk to them at all, man, because they was the most disrespectful beings.
Man, I know. This is when I was in Germany. I always knew like military, like had military prison, but I'd never been to one. And we had to take a guy to one in Germany or whatever. I forgot what it was called, but we drove him there, and then I was like, damn, they really on it. You know what I'm saying? Like the MPs, the military police is the correctional officers, and they really be on it.
Man,
like they don't care what your rank is. Turn around, look at the wall, type stuff. You
know
what I'm saying?
Yeah. See, you see what I'm saying? So it was the same. Prison is exactly that.
Right.
You weren't allowed to look at female guards. You couldn't look them in the eye because you felt like that was. And listen to this, they felt like that was reckless eyeballing.
Ooh. Woo!
See what I'm saying? Like, yeah, it was no
Man, I ain't looking at nobody.
Look at the ground. Look at the ground. If they catch you walking in the halls, because they used to be stacked in the hall. You know, they catch you walking in the hall and you happen to look up as she was passing by. Oh, yeah, they coming to holler at you.
Man, stop
it. They coming to holler at you. What is you
That's
looking at?
Crazy.
Right.
Is you looking at? Why is you looking at? You know what I mean? Like, you like, man, I'm just being a being.
That's crazy. That's crazy, man. So, like, after getting out of prison and stuff like that, how do you think it, like, changed you?
It's crazy, man, because the whole world just seemed like it's a whole nother world, you know. Times done changed, people done changed, life done went on, you know. While you in there, you kind of feel like it's a pause button, you know. You feel like you're stuck, you know. Feel like every day is the same
We
day.
can relate to that.
Yeah, no, for real.
You know, it's a routine every day, like y'all had, you know. Every day is the same day, like you stuck in this matrix.
Man, I can't, like, always be thinking of people be doing, like, 10, 15, 20 years in prison and getting out. Like, we'll be going through their mind because it'd be everything changed, you know what I'm saying? Like, I went away for 10 years in the military. I come back periodically, you know what I'm saying?
Right.
But even then, the whole city changed to me, you know what I'm saying?
And like I said, I did 5, man, and I came home and I'm like, man, when did they build this?
Right.
You know what I mean? Like, where was this at? Like,
this
used to be around the corner, and, you know, pricing, everything that changed.
That's why I tell people, like, about campus, like, how much campus has changed, you know what I'm saying?
Majorly, man.
Even the high street changed, like, none of that
spend
was
a lot of time out here, like a lot,
at the cages and everything. Yeah.
So
I remember a few times we just walked into a random party.
parties, man. Walking to rental party, man.
That's when Ohio State was
beers,
cool.
Man.
Yeah. Everybody looking at us like, what the hell they doing here? Like,
it is in here. That's what
yeah, we in here.
Give me a Pabst Blue Ribbon beer.
Yeah, right.
Swear, man. Man, it was a different time, though. It definitely was, man. I'm not sure what campus is like now. But.
Not like that. Get on the ground. You definitely not walking to nobody's party.
Right.
For that now, huh? Yeah, I understand. Cause, yeah, I mean, like I said, campus, it wasn't really too violent, you know. It was stuff going on, but, you know, I guess we just didn't care at the time. So.
Yeah. So do you think it, like, prison changed you, like, in a good way, right?
I would say so, but I won't say that prison just changes you in a good way. I believe it changed me in a good way, you know. It gave me direction, you know. Then, you know, I was able to actually sit down and calculate a plan now. You know, I actually was able to reflect and slow down all that fast living I was actually doing, you know. So doing that, I was able to make different decisions.
Right.
Not then, you know, because I'm still stuck in this box, but when I actually leave, I am.
Yeah.
You mind if I ask a real quick question? Was there any friends that, okay, so you said you was you already in the situation that you was in. You doing your time for your incident.
Right.
You had Billy that was out there being a soldier, being 11 Bravo. Then he got wise. I'm gonna switch up and go something else and then rock this out. So you got Billy, like that's my bro from high school. There's any bros for both? This is a question for both y'all. In that span of time, is there any bros that you don't have to say their name because it's gonna be public, but is there a type of personality, a person that you was like, I'm not gonna rekindle nothing because me and this dude's gonna be in the mess actively? You don't have to say no names because that person might feel some way, but like, is that like a mutual sentiment? Like, there's a couple people that you was like, when I get out, I'm about to do X, Y, Z, and you was like, I'm gonna come back. And if this person hit you up like, hey, bro, we over here, you was like, I don't know, like is this a feeling that y'all felt at some point? Because you don't gotta say no names.
Me, nah, man, because you know my circle was small anyway. You know what I'm saying? So pretty much the people I talk to, which is not a lot, is the same people I talk to now. You know what I'm saying? So I never had no problem with anybody.
No, none of that. What about you?
For me, yeah, man, I had to, you know, cut a lot of people. You know what I mean? A lot of people, a lot of stuff, a lot of ways, you know, completely out. You know, cold turkey, not even wonder what they doing. You know what I mean? Just go on my way about it, you know, because if not, then, you know, I know they'll easily just pull me into anything.
Y'all feed off each other's energy and you back into the same stuff.
Exactly. So, you know, Bill was always a positive person in my life. Rather, you know, we was getting involved in some mess or not. You know, he still had his head on his shoulders. Right.
You know,
so
appreciate that, bro.
Yeah. You know,
he's a solid dude.
Give him his flowers. For sure.
Here, man.
Yeah.
Hey, I be trying to hear about his wild past. So I'm like, I know Billy well. Always
Bills, man. I got some stories, man.
I remember this one time. It's not really like a bad story or anything like that, but I think it's pretty funny. we remember we went to this bar or whatever that served us alcohol before we was 21.
21,
Yeah.
Just going in
And then so I remember
served.
this one time, man, I was like kind of tore up. Because I was kind of tore up. Like, we don't really drink. And then I was like, damn, where Will at? So he outside. So I go outside or whatever. He outside fighting this dude or whatever.
Already fighting.
So I'm about to run over there. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
My dumb ass slipped on some ice.
Slipped.
Oh.
Hard, bro. I got up. I was like, damn, I guess it's over with now.
Over with. Dude, you done got up out of there now. Like Bills, man, you wet, man. What done happened, man?
He done messed the fight up. Like, dude, like, I'm good.
Yeah, man. I was.
And let me say, because I got a slip story at that same bar, man. It must have been a slippery parking lot, man.
I remember that.
Yeah, you remember that?
Yeah.
So it was this time we went to the bar, man. Before then, we pre-gaming at this, what was it, like a college get-together? What was that? I remember the...
which one calls out?
Yeah. So, but, you know, this is really one of my... I done drunk before then, but this is one of my first times actually just having free liquor. You know,
man, bro.
Man. So, you know, at that time, I'm like, oh, let me take this shot. Whose shot is that? Let me get that shot too.
Oh, yeah.
You ain't gonna take yours. Let me get yours. You babysitting. I'm gonna take yours.
Bros tore up, bro.
Done. Like listen. I couldn't drive. They had to drive the car for me.
Yeah.
They put me in the back seat. I felt like a lotto ball. I'm in the back seat rolling around, wall door to door. Like, man, slow down. They're like, we going 20 miles an hour, bro. You good?
And then we finally get to the bar, right?
Finally get there.
Oh, hold on. Wait.
This is
before the bar?
This is before the bar.
Oh, you was done, bro. Go ahead, Billy.
Before the bar,
Before the bar, we get to the bar or whatever, right? Will talking about, hey, he looking at me. Like, bro, ain't nobody looking at you, bro. Then, you know, he got his pistol on him and stuff. Oh, yeah, bro, looking at me. No, bro, he not looking at you. What you want to do? I was like, oh, man, bro, come on. Let's get Will out of here, bro.
Thank God for friends like
Billy,
man.
Yes.
Get Will up out of here. You know what I'm saying?
He knew when I was tripping and he knew when I wasn't.
Yeah.
You know, when I wasn't, he was right there. Like, oh, yeah, it's on the floor.
Yeah.
But when I was tripping, he was like,
get bro out of here. Get him outside.
And it's funny, though, because I came outside and fell straight in the parking lot.
Y'all could have sued this place if y'all known about legal actions.
Man, I swear, I fell, man. As soon as I walked out, I was walking good, too. You know, they was trying to muscle me out, but as soon as I took a step, right there on the ground, I had an all-gray sweatsuit on.
Dirty snow.
Soaked.
And I'm like, and the whole time I'm thinking this, trying to give a girl my number too. Like, oh, I done forgot to get her my number.
Yeah.
No, you ain't coming back in.
Go back in there now. Yeah, I'm like, it's over with. I gotta go.
Finally get bro home. Like, all right, like, where your key at, bro?
Oh, you thought it was over?
No, I'm still listening.
Nah, bro.
Was this around the winter time? Like
Yeah,
December?
yeah,
That's the worst
yeah.
holidays.
That's the worst part. It's winter time. I apologize. I meant to mention that it was a lot of snow.
We finally get bro to the house. Where your key at, bro? Oh, he wanted to rap. Bro, where your key at?
What y'all talking about? Ran a point with the key.
Nah, bro, wanted to
Like,
rap.
nah, your real keys.
But yeah.
Yeah, no, he don't even remember that. Yeah.
I remember the hangover the next morning, though.
Yeah. Oh yeah. Then I wrote a letter. I was like, "Hey, bro, you was messed up. Did this and that. Hit us up when you get up. Did this and that. Did this and that. Yeah.
Called them fast. Like, bring fruit, bring water, bring everything.
Oh, that was funny, bro. I'll tell you, bro. We had a lot of stories, bro. We had a lot of good times, man.
Yeah, we did.
Yeah.
We lived what we thought was life to the fullest, you know, until we got of age and, you know, started seeing other stuff and you know, started taking on other things. And
now it's full of responsibility, man.
Yeah,
now we got kids and wives and all that stuff, you know.
Man, they go hand in hand too.
Yeah.
Like you crossing the street.
Right.
Man.
Dad life, huh?
Oh, it's different, man. You got kids?
Nope, no kids, man.
Oh, man.
I don't know how it didn't happen.
Smooth, man.
I think about it all the time. But here I am.
Right.
Don't mean I ain't had no scares, Will.
Oh yeah.
Don't mean there was no close
calls.
Yeah, my scares turned into we
babies
pregnant now. Yeah.
Babies.
Mine was always, hey, you know, I'm pregnant. You sure?
Yeah.
Is you sure? We at the doctor's right
Say
now.
you having my baby.
Yeah.
Nah, yeah, we definitely had good times, man.
But
yeah, we just grew up and got older now, you know.
Right.
Got jobs, kids, wives, families to take care of, you know. Our sons play football together, pretty much.
That's a cool thing.
Yeah.
Man. That's they first year, all of them.
Yeah. So yeah, man,
That's just different too.
Dealing with that.
Just with that.
And just to end on the positive note, man. Just glad that you came. Was able to be here.
Oh yeah, for sure.
You know what I'm saying?
I found it. I know where it's at.
Oh,
Right. You're welcome back anytime.
I got stories next time. I got some stories next time.
Yeah, next time our schedule's aligned, man. We definitely got to do this again. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, just to close out, man. Appreciate you coming by.
Oh yeah, for sure. Me too, just.
Hey, nice meeting you too. Sure. I feel like we're gonna have more stories. We gotta get into it.
We got we scratching the surface.
It's part 1 for y'all, huh?
Yeah, part 1.
It's a 14-year friendship.
That's what I'm saying.
I only heard about
so back,
Right.
Goes so back. We just trying to break the ice. That's all.
Yeah, that's it.
Trying to do it piece by piece, though. You know, we can't just lay
right.
down.
They be in here, the lights, they could cut the lights off.
Exactly.
Still in here holding the mics.
Yeah, we can actually keep going, but I know we all got
minutes. Like, yeah.
Yeah, but yeah, appreciate you coming by, man. You know, this is our second podcast, official episode.
That's nice.
You know, so we really appreciate you.
Man. Absolutely. I appreciate y'all too.